I'm Fragiskos Filipeos. I'm the Deputy Director for the Southeast Network for Social Sciences, and I'm here joined by Isabel at the School of International Development, University of East Anglia, talking about the SeNSS Collaborative Project Competition. So ERIS is the equivalent of SeNSS from the Natural Environmental Research Council, and we come together on an annual basis. We co-fund studentship and we get supervisors to submit interdisciplinary projects. So, Isabel, tell us a bit about your project and your motivation for applying for it.
So my project looks at coastal climate change adaptation. There's a new adaptation scheme on the Norfolk coast, and it's quite a new approach to protect communities from flooding and coastal erosion. So I'll be looking at what the impact of the scheme is on local communities and also the natural environment. And I was really interested in applying for it because it combines natural and social science, and I wasn't really sure which one I wanted to specialise in, and this gave me the chance to kind of do a bit of both.
So there is also an external partner to this project.
So I'm working with North Norfolk District Council, so they're the local authority for the stretch of coastline that I'm interested in. They're not a formal supervisor for the project, but they've been really helpful when I've been doing field work to introduce me to people that I can talk to as part of my research. They've been really valuable to have on the sidelines to make sure that the PhD is also kind of helping in the real world.
I imagine doing interdisciplinary research can be a very challenging project. So what has been the biggest challenge so far you had to deal with?
I think probably the different ways that different disciplines communicate and different terminology. So sometimes I'll be using the same terms, but they're understood differently in different disciplines. So not getting siloed in a particular natural science communication or social science communication has probably been the hardest so far.
What has been the highlight so far of the project?
It's definitely been talking to local communities. You get a sense of why your research is important. I've just done the first part of my fieldwork, which was a community survey, and I'm hoping to kind of write that up into a sort of summary that I can share with the local council, and that will be great to see the research being used and being helpful for the local council as they look to support communities on this issue.
So I imagine this is a project with potentially quite a big impact.
It's a big area of research at the moment, how we can support communities who are high at risk for coastal erosion. There's a lot of government funding at the moment looking at this kind of long-term issue of building community resilience to coastal change. So I'm very grounded in a local case study, but there is, of course, it's part of this global, wider issue on climate change impacts.
So, Isabel, you're doing an interdisciplinary project, a project that involves an external partner and at the same time is addressing one of the major challenges we're going to be facing as humanity, climate emergency. Has all these things changed or shaped in any way or form your career aspirations?
Well, I was already kind of interested in the issue of climate change before it was kind of a main motivation for joining the PhD. I started out as an environmental scientist, so very broad, and then I decided to specialise in climate change impacts and policy because of the scale of the issue, and it really interested me. So yeah, I was motivated to do the PhD because of that, but definitely from the experience of the PhD so far, it's definitely sustained my interest to want to do more research in climate change going forwards, given how urgent and important a research topic it is.
Thank you very much, Isabel. That has been brilliant. So, if you're an interested supervisor that wants to do an interdisciplinary project and wants to apply for the annual SeNSS funded competition and want to get one of our PhD researchers to come and work with you on the climate emergency on any other interdisciplinary project that combines natural sciences and social sciences, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us at SeNSS. Thank you.